I spent a lot of time watching Jimmy Dore. I actually like Jimmy Dore. I think he's funny. I like the way and I like that he covers things that nobody else is really covering. Not even your podcasters are covering. He covers like everything. Um, the one thing I really don't like about Jimmy Dore is he literally is like he buys into all of those supplement things, okay? And the like witch science of stuff. And I grew up on that kind of stuff, okay? Um my father would give when I came home sick one day, my father gave me a tonic of alcohol and like lemon and honey in a tea. Okay? So I grew up on that kind of like mentality. And I'm not saying that there aren't health benefits to all of these supplement things, okay? These and consuming these things to be realistic. But I want to remind everybody that Steve Jobs died of a very curable cancer that he was caught early, okay? Because he refused to go through chemo and opted out for holistic medicine or whatever. I mean, and I'm not saying that probably Steve Jobs was right to be very cautious with chemo. What chemo is, it is poison. They inject into your body in the hope that the poison kills the cancer cells before it kills you. That's why you get very sick when you're on chemo. And you don't feel very good taking chemo. It's because they're putting poison into your body, literally. I'm not arguing that that isn't what they do, but there is a science to it, and sometimes, yes, you know, when you have a wart and you go to the doctor and they remove the wart, they burn it or freeze it, you know, and it does damage healthy skin tissue. It doesn't just damage the bad skin tissue, it damages the healthy skin tissue too, you know? I'm trying to think of other things that people do, you know? But people do a lot of things, you know? And yeah, it can be damaging to your skin. People go out in the sun can damage your skin and could cause cancer, you know? As fair as I am, and I have spent time in the sun as a kid, I have gotten sun poisoning on more than one occasion. And when I say sun poisoning, okay, some of you will know what I'm talking about is when you have been outside in the sun all day, you're not just blistered from head to toe, you're physically ill, like throwing up, high fever, sometimes chills, okay? And yeah, high fever and chills usually means you're very sick, okay? You're not just hot, okay? Or just cold, okay? You have a high fever and then you also are freezing to death. And the reason that you're cold is because the sun has warmed up your skin and your blood beneath the skin past the point it should. And, you know, when you are in a shade area, you feel cold. Okay, so I'm just saying there's a lot of things out there that are poisonous. Okay, I mean he talks about how he takes something, a supplement that you take to help get your body from all the microplastics. I at this point in my life, I have microplastics running through my veins. Okay, I may be concerned if I had a newborn baby of watching out how much microplastics was put into this newborn baby's body. Yeah, sure, they're new. They don't have any yet, or at least bare minimum. So yeah, maybe that. But as far as like the pseudoscience goes, I don't know, man. I think that's conspiracy theories. Okay? I mean, I like Jimmy. I like his take on a lot of things, but that's one thing I'm not a big fan of. And I don't really watch those segments when people have them on, and I'm just not into that, you know. I don't buy into it either. That's kind of weird. Shining this around my lips. Well, I put a lot of Carmex on my lips, and I only use this Carmex. Okay, I've got, I probably have more, but these are just ones in reach, okay? One is fairly new, and the other one is heavily used. That's kind of how it goes. I lose them. They're all over my house. I have them in my bags and vehicles and everything. I mean, they're everywhere. But that's the only one I use because I'm a firm believer in it. And I am also a firm believer in treating the symptoms. So I use only Sudafed. The pseudoephedrine or whatever it is, pseudoephedrine. Yeah, pseudoephedrine. I just get the generic stuff, whatever. They know it's little red pills. I tell them at the pharmacy you have to go and sign for it. They give me a box of like 100 or whatever it is. That usually lasts me, I would say, almost a year. I don't get sick very often, okay? But if I get like a little bit of sickness coming on, I take that instantly. And I treat my symptoms. And I mean, there are times where I think, oh, I really was sick. And I had to take it for like 3, 4, even 5 days in a row. Which I think taking it once a day for 5 days is a lot. Okay? Because normally I'll take it for 1 day, maybe 2. And then whatever I have just kind of goes away and I don't seem to think about it. And another thing that I also use to stay healthy is Sucrets. I don't have a box near me, but I ordered them online because I live here. I don't know if they have them in the pharmacies up north, okay, where the upper class lives, but I live down here in the ghetto, and they don't sell them down here. The grocery stores don't sell them. The drugstores don't sell them. I don't know. The Wally World doesn't sell it. Nobody down here sells it. So I just order them online. The Secrets, and they come in this little like metal tin. And I know other cough drops have the same ingredients, but none of them like the Secrets. They don't have the balance of it because those help with your throat. That's how I stay not sick. I don't get sick. You know, I'm always just treating my symptoms. I mean, there's a few times in my life that I've been absolutely sick. And then a couple times I've been hungover sick. You know, but I very rarely get sick. And it's because I do believe in treating the symptoms. And I don't drink after anybody. Okay? Like, I have a drink. I do not share my drink even with my husband. Okay? I think that's nasty, and it causes you to get sick. Okay? It causes both parties to get sick, because I might not be sick, he might not be sick, but when we start mixing our germs don't like each other, and so they cause a inflammation. And that's what I think causes it. So I don't share my drink, and I haven't done that since I was about 16, 17. Yeah, I don't share it. So that's how I stay healthy. But I do believe in actual science, and I think I would have to see what the doctor gets, okay? Oh God, I'm so tired. I don't even know why. I think that I would actually do better with whatever the doctor gives. Okay? And I don't particularly trust doctors anymore either, because I think they're full of shit too. Okay? But if I had something, I would trust the science on that a lot more. I mean, I may go ahead and do some research on getting what treatment is best for me, because there's a lot of treatment and then what I can afford. And if I had cancer or something like that, I may end up in some foreign country getting treatment there due to the fact that it's too expensive to get treatment here in the United States. Okay? Our for-profit doctors medical system is just absolutely trash.